Hey, what's up, everybody?
What up?
Welcome to this week's episode of Press Any Key. I'm your host, Pat Apparano. With me, as always, is my co-host, Dan Kilkenny, Mike Burke, and Nick McFly.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
I definitely am.
I could use a nap. I could use several naps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had pre-workout and I had cold brew.
Go ahead, collect yourself.
There is no excuse for me to be tired. I did an Orange Theory fitness class.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's like a boot camp kind of class.
Oh, okay.
Kicked the shit out of me.
Was today day one?
Today was day one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow's day one for me back at the gym.
When was the last time you were there?
Oh, easily in June.
Oh,
Easily in June.
Oh my God.
I worked out for 6 weeks straight, and then I built this, and I was like, working out's not a priority anymore.
Pat, this
But
is
My
no.
body is not a
But
priority.
no, now it is. It really is.
I mean, I just didn't work out this weekend. I feel like shit.
Well, the thing was, I saw myself in the mirror, and I was like, look what you did, you piece of shit.
You were so good.
You fucking idiot. You're in the best shape of your life before this, and now you look like a goddamn rag doll.
You're pulling a Brendan Fraser.
Get a good look at him, folks.
Don't look at me.
Tell him he looks good in the chat, guys, please. He needs a self-esteem boost.
I really do.
You look great, Pat.
But no, I just
I
didn't
don't want
work
to sit
out.
here and talk about my looks, though.
But I got my wisdom tooth pulled this
You did.
weekend.
You did.
And I was riding high on designer drugs the entire weekend.
Nice.
It
I
was
don't
just-
think that
We would
is-
like to here at Press Any Key. We would like to
I would
formally
just-
not
Prescription.
not
This
a
is
fan of the
prescription.
opioid crisis, by the way.
do not endorse.
Don't endorse this.
Here's the thing, is that when they gave me those, I was just like, you guys are idiots. I had one tooth pulled, and you're giving me 20 of these?
Whoa.
I was like, why are you giving me 20?
Dude.
I'm at the point, like, I'm still in a little bit of pain, so I'll probably take my last one tonight, and then tomorrow I'm just going to flush them down the toilet. I was just like,
Yeah,
I don't need
you
this.
should. Or
I don't,
flush
I
them
don't
down
need
the
this. I'm going to wash them.
Shotgun the bottle with my buddies. Yeah, that's what. Okay. Well, let's move away from that subject because there's some dark material there that I would not like to.
Oh, I can keep going.
I would not like to try out on this
Let's
hour.
keep going.
Yeah. So I wrote down this whole intro to say, and we didn't. So I'm going to say it now.
Oh, yeah. Pull it back.
Pull back. I already said welcome. You know.
Welcome again.
Thanks for tuning in as we discuss the biggest news in video games, movies, and tech. I didn't practice this beforehand.
Keep going. I'm
Keep
following.
going.
yeah.
Just plow through.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, regardless of whether you liked it or not, and
Smash it.
the bell notification to stay up to date with all of our content. Huh? See, this is what they do. This is what they do.
I gotta do like the little mouse comes in.
Yeah. Can you tell somebody listened to our show and was like, you should do this? And I was like, fuck, you're right.
And then every other YouTube.
Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. Instagram is at pressanykey.tv. Twitter is at pressanykeytv, capital. Both of those, TV is capital. And TikTok at pressanykey.tv. There you go. Can I get some applause? That was difficult.
It's really cool.
That's
I got
rough.
it.
It'll get easier. It'll get easier.
He's going to go back to the gym. He just nailed that.
It is true.
This is the highest we've ever seen, Pat.
Yep.
Those applause just go on.
They really do. The best part is those sounds are saved on the board. So regardless of where you take that board, that sound goes with you.
And that's on God, baby girl.
LeBron James.
Okay. I guess that's funny.
It's going to be a show of just him getting the wrong drops.
That was supposed to be on God.
All right. So we have some topics to discuss tonight. First things first, not a funny topic.
Not
We're
fun at all.
not going to make jokes.
Nope.
However hard that may be for us.
We'll play it straight.
It's some serious shit though. And
That was actually fucked up.
yeah, it is. So I kind of like mapped out the whole sequence of events if you want to move through it.
Oh,
together.
yeah,
Nick,
please.
how do you feel? So first up, Activision Blizzard lawsuit. They're being sued by the state of California for frat boy culture in quotation marks. I'm not going to be one of those fucking reactionaries that's like, but what does that mean? We all know what
We
that
all
means.
know what it means.
Everybody here who at least went to college for a semester knows what that means.
Let's not
means.
Think,
Not a political
think
show.
about what Barstool would get sued for, and it's pretty much
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to accuse anyone of anything. That's
I'm just
okay.
saying.
So pretty much, this was everything that was in the lawsuit that they're being accused of. So, women in the workplace are subject to cube crawls in which male employees drink copious amounts of alcohol and quote crawl their way through various cubicles in the office and often engage in inappropriate behavior toward female employees. Kind of a scumbag. First of all, why? Like, why do you want to crawl around on your hands and knees at work?
Under cubicles, like it's
You wanna
dirty
get
under there. That's
spanked.
disgusting. But like it's just I
It's
read
just so
that. I read
weird.
that and that was the first thing that they mentioned. And I was just like, really? It's gonna start like this? Really?
This is our baseline.
This is the baseline. Is
fucking
cube
idiots.
crawls.
Okay.
It reminds me of like in It's Always Sunny when they're like doing like night crawlers where it's like we just get around in our like in our sleeping bags and crawl around the apartment.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing
Yeah.
crawling between cubicles?
Okay, so then their male employees proudly came into work hungover and play video games for long periods of time while delegating responsibilities to female employees. Listen, you gotta pull your weight, okay? And even then, like I said, all jokes aside, all this is piece of shit behavior. Like,
Yeah.
bottom of the barrel should be buried beneath the prison type of shit.
I really don't like that guy.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like coming in hungover, that's one thing. But,
But
then
like coming
I
in
mean,
being like, look how shitty I look.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever gone to work hungover ever in my life.
it's terrible.
Yeah,
I've done it a handful of times and it's absolutely terrible.
Ugh.
Like you can't get anything
No.
done.
We've done like a couple like work events where like we
You
have.
want to open that door?
You want me to open it?
Do you?
It's getting a little steamy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's a little
I'm just
stanky
saying.
in here.
I'm seeing the drip. The drip. That's all. That's all.
Okay,
I'm
it's,
good.
It's
I'm
more than
comfortable.
10
Getting a little
degrees,
shiny.
so I will sweat.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
But yeah, like
Runs hot.
we've done things where work like we've had like our summer party and it's like it's a drinking event.
And it's on
Yeah.
a Monday.
It's on a Thursday.
Okay.
But like what
Yeah.
they'll do the next day, shout out to my company, they'll have like pork roll and cheese. They'll have like hangover breakfast.
They'll help you get
sandwiches.
through the day.
They help you get through it because everybody knows everybody got sloppy last night. But no one's coming in being like, remember when I fell off that table yesterday?
Remember when you guys had to shove me into a cab?
Remember when we almost called the police?
Remember when you actually called the police?
Remember when you tried to go to sleep on the beer pong table while people were actively playing on it?
Remember the cube crawl?
Remember that?
We're not making any jokes about this,
Yeah,
guys.
guys,
Nah,
stop.
this isn't funny.
Stop. This is not
This isn't
funny.
funny.
This is funny.
I'm
Okay,
talking
all right,
about
hold on.
work.
All right, this really is fucked up. Okay, this part's really fucked up. And obviously, if you have thoughts of suicide or anything, please reach out to someone. It's not worth it. Female employee committed suicide after while being on a company trip due to a while on a company trip.
Yeah, it was on a
Due
company trip.
to a sexual relationship that had been having with her male supervisor. The male supervisor was found by police to have brought a butt plug and lubricant on the business trip. Another employee confirmed the deceased female employee had been suffering from other sexual harassment in the workplace prior to her death. Specifically, at a holiday party before her death, male coworkers were allegedly passing around the deceased vagina. Well, a picture of the deceased vagina.
Okay,
Not.
you can just say nudes.
Oh, okay. Well, that like this is
That's
the
a quote.
language
You're
reading-
in
you're
the
reading
lawsuit.
that-
that's
yeah,
the lawsuit
I
language?
literally took
Jesus
quote.
Christ.
Yeah, more or less.
Because when I heard that, I just saw nudes. I didn't know specifically either or. That's so fucked
That's
up.
fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's
oh
fucked
my
up.
god.
Have you?
And
have
this
you?
is
Go ahead.
all happening while they're making World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
fucked
actually,
up.
we'll get to World of Warcraft. So, all this on top of laying off 190 employees in Q1 of 2021, and their CEO Bobby Kotick is receiving a payout of $200 million based on stock-related initiative clause in his contract. So the other thing, which like speculation, allegedly, okay, I'm just saying there's some pretty damning evidence. I've seen it out there. We can actually bring it up on the screen too. I'll pull it up in a second. Bobby Kotick is allegedly in Jeffrey Epstein's
I've seen
manifest.
that in his Lolita book.
And it's confirmed by the email address in the book that says at Activision.com.
yeah, I saw this too.
Right next to Henry Kissinger.
Yep.
And two 2 away from David Koch.
Oh,
Okay, I do
shit.
have the image. I'll pull it up.
Exactly. Wow. Not only you get caught up in this, but they get caught up with Jeffrey Epstein, which is probably the worst thing that anyone nowadays can get caught up in. Is Jeffrey Epstein.
It's
to
just
get
like, yeah.
to get double whammied like this, that is horrific. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this right there.
There, yeah.
I made a little graphic for you
Oh,
guys.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that. Look, at Activision.com. Okay, you can't tell me.
I saw an unredacted version.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? This is the one that I saw on Hassan Abi's stream.
Well, for the sake of our stream, I guess we should stick with
I can
the
give you-
redacted.
Yeah,
I can
no,
give you his email.
no, it's okay. I'm really okay. Like I'm not. I really am good on that.
Email
Right.
link in the bio.
Okay, so
Be sure to like
Activision-
and comment if you
so
want.
needless to say, Activision is fucked up horribly.
Yeah.
And
Not
there
responding to
has,
this.
the aftermath and fallout of it. So Activision spokesperson says that these allegations are, and I quote, distorted and in many cases false, unquote, and referred to the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing as, quote, unaccountable state bureaucrats. And I quote, now listen, Activision also hired an ex-Trump employee in the beginning of the year who was described by other campaign staffers in the Trump administration as a bully. So it kind of makes sense, like that
frat
this
boy.
is their statement. You know what I mean?
That it's basically
this
like
is
you're not
deeply
real.
in their
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This statement is gaslighting.
It's fake news.
yeah.
It's fake news. I have something that like
Yeah, go ahead. I'm pulling
Yeah.
up something too.
a lot of people, if you checked it out on Twitter, like a lot of people have been like, this has been all over Twitter, and I've been reading through a lot of like the actual accounts for people tweeting.
Yeah.
This one person said that her team's manager, which is her boss's boss,
Right.
quote, harassed her daily while pregnant. Said that she would get written up because she had to use the bathroom frequently because she's pregnant.
What the fuck?
Claiming she was outside her allotted breaks and adherence metrics. So there are apparently adherence metrics and allotted breaks for bathroom
Do you
breaks.
think they realize that like working from home, people have way more autonomy than before, and like we want to keep that? Like
yeah.
that makes
Yeah,
us
I-
happy.
I wanna hang
I'm-
on to that.
Yeah, I'm happy to work harder and longer as long as I can do it from home.
As long as I
Like,
don't have to travel.
No jokes.
No
No
jokes.
jokes.
That was an
no
honest
jokes.
question.
No jokes.
jokes.
This gets worse. Like every day she thought she would be fired. She was the person who was top stack ranked for productivity, as in like the number of completed tickets for it. And she ended up never drinking water at work because she didn't want to like constantly be going to the bathroom, and ended up in the ER due to dehydration while pregnant because she felt like,
And the
she
thing-
didn't want to be fired because she was pregnant and going to the bathroom.
Which one thing that struck me as in this what's it called in all the lawsuit language, there was so much
Actually,
against.
I'm sorry. 1 second. On the engineer shot,
Yo.
put the roadcaster in. They can't hear you. Keep going.
As I was saying, it was
Actually, maybe wait until you put it in so you can keep that. So, do you know how to do that? Do you want me to do
I'll handle it.
you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We'll see.
All right, keep going.
But one thing that I noticed was there was a lot of allegations when it came to pregnant women specifically, where they didn't take women's pregnancies seriously. Like a pregnant woman goes to the bathroom quite frequently. That's just how that works. And to actually
You have a whole
deny-
child
I
moving
go to the
Exactly.
bathroom quite fucking frequently.
I do too. So
I piss
imagine-
every hour on the hour.
Yeah, and pregnant
Yeah.
women, they go to the bathroom quite a bit. And so the fact that they are actually doing this, and then also women were afraid to get pregnant when they were in relationships
Oh
because they were
my
afraid
They were gonna get
that
fired.
they were going to get fired.
so fucked
It was
up.
actually looked down upon to take maternity leave, which maternity leave, I mean, is so the mother can recover. That's just, you literally just pushed a baby
Just
out of your body. You
adjust
have
to life with having to care for something that will die without you.
That's the thing. That's number one is the fact that it takes a while to simply recover from that. And then number two is literally getting to spend that time with your new child to take care of it because babies
Right.
require a lot of work. And then to B, to get a nurturing, like those first couple of months are so important for the baby's relationship with its parents. It's
Yeah.
so important that the baby has
Yeah.
a good relationship with the parents immediately. So that maternity leave is important for that. But the thing is that this isn't just Activision. This is a wider issue with pregnancy in corporate America in general. But the fact that
Maternity leave.
Sorry. Parental leave, actually.
Not
Parental
pregnancy. Well, maybe here.
What did I say?
You said
Pregnancy
pregnancy.
leave? Oh,
but
that's
in and of
fine.
itself,
Yeah.
they think pregnancy is a problem here.
Pregnancy is like to them. Pregnancy is like a taboo. It's just like you can't get pregnant.
It was
Are you kidding
also
me?
because there was like several instances where people either had like, postpartum depression or things like that. And like, it was very difficult for them to come back to work. And they were constantly like, there is, people saying and like, everything like this, where it's like frequently being called like, oh, she has pregnancy brain. She's stupid. She's doing this badly. And it's like, she came back
That's
and it's
gaslighting.
like, it is total
That's
gaslighting.
Okay, so here's some of the fallout
Yeah.
from what happened from all this. Because like I'm glad to see that there has been some response more than, oh, we did a sit-in in World of Warcraft. Which like, look, I'm happy that that was that community's response, but some actual action,
Real
needs
action.
yeah,
To be
real
fair,
action. So
they play that game, more than they do most other activities, like the deep people like in World of Warcraft. So
here's where we're at.
makes sense.
That's them trying to make a difference.
This is no flash. This is according to Axios, by the way. This is no flash in the pan and is triggering new discussion about the problems with sexism in the industry overall. Since the lawsuit was publicized on Wednesday, numerous people who worked at Activision and Blizzard, the two companies are AB holding company, have been sharing stories of harassment they've experienced. Internally, some employees are furious about the company's response. A source told Axios that likening it to being gaslit by leadership. There you
go.
There you go.
Like crazy libertarian stance they took. In an email to employees yesterday, Activision president Rob Kostich
Some guy.
described the allegations as disturbing and echoed a note from Blizzard president J. Allen Brack encouraging employees to report any misconduct.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna lose his job.
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna scapegoat
Allegedly-
somebody.
Yeah. Someone's gonna have to
allegedly-
take the blame.
But in the company-wide message today obtained by Axios, the chief compliance officer and former GWB Homeland Security official, Trump guy,
There you go.
Francis Townsend, slammed the lawsuit as false. We cannot let egregious actions of others and a truly meritless lawsuit damage our culture and our respect for equal opportunity for all employees. That's
No.
nope. Wrong again. So here's been the widespread reactions of the industry thus far. Funny, first one on this list. Didn't expect it just because, like, how are they still relevant? Bungie, a large independent studio that worked with Activision until 2019, issued a statement that did not reference the suit but noted its responsibility to acknowledge, reflect, and do what we can to push back on persistent culture of harassment, abuse, and inequality that exists within our industry. Moderators of the 2 million subreddit for 2 million member subreddit for Blizzard's biggest game, World of Warcraft, called on Blizzard to address the issue and raise the suit appropriately and exhaustively.
Okay.
Some mid-sized gaming outlets. Jesus, hold on.
I do really like to see that the actual gaming community,
Yeah.
like not just the people in the industry, but the actual gamers getting behind this.
The Gamer, GameSplain, and Prima Games have all suspended coverage of Activision Blizzard games.
Cool.
Not
That's
IGN, GameSpot, or Game Informer though, and that's kind of the important ones. And here's the thing, Alana Pierce did a video about her harassment she's experienced in the industry. There's been plenty of other people who've come out. I'm just saying, like, the biggest voices, like the biggest creator voices, or like ex-employees,
Yeah.
are saying things, but like the publications that matter in this situation are
Aren't,
not,
no.
and that's kind of a problem.
Well, that's been with a bunch of other things. Like, this is just like a lot of people that are at smaller like dev companies and everything are like, this is an issue that is through, just because Activision is Activision and this is going to the news in that way. They're like, this happens everywhere. And it's like, they're not, news isn't going to cover the smaller companies.
So there's
Yeah.
also this other video that they uncovered. Actually, I haven't seen this yet. This has been updated since.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
Where this woman asked, what is this, BlizzCon 2010? She asked for
Less sexualized World of Warcraft characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a conversation to be had about that separately, but
Hi there, Xantia from Kieran Tor. I love what you guys done with World of Warcraft. I love the fact that you have a lot of very strong female characters. However, I was wondering if we could have some that don't look like they've stepped out of a Victoria's Secrets catalog.
I mean, like, fair enough.
She gets
She
booed.
gets
She gets booed.
Okay, look, let's not pretend this isn't what it is. This is a bunch of fucking nerds who never had their dick
Yep.
touched in their
Yep.
life, got cool jobs, and now they think they're gods.
And now they're
that is
taking it out on
not-
the game.
Yes. On women.
On women
On
in the
women
game.
because they're incels. They're
Yeah.
fucking
I-
incels
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
what they are.
That was the perfect
yes,
explanation.
yes,
Like,
yeah. Those fucking crazy guys. Yeah, those fucking
The
crazy.
fly landed on the button.
The Fly was trying to like,
Yeah,
be like,
dude.
oh,
Even the Fly's
shit.
like, bro, this is some serious shit. Yeah, no. Bunch of fucking incels that make video games and now they're treating women like shit because they think that they can.
Like,
and
in the-
I don't think they're going to. I mean, listen, this is certain. There's certainly going to be a mediator at some point here, but I don't think this is the end of it.
Oh no, it's gonna keep happening, and there's gonna be other companies that this is gonna come out about. But I mean, it is true. Like in those games, like if you look at like late armor that you can get in a game, the man's armor is like covers everything.
Right,
it's
like
this cool suit
diamond,
of armor,
beautiful,
diamonds,
intricate.
Exactly, it's ornate, and then the woman's armor, it literally it's like it's a bikini, and
is
it
not
has
even
the same stats.
It is not even a bikini. Like
It's- yeah.
it is a napkin's worth of cloth. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of
exactly.
ridiculous, if I'm honest. I mean,
And
I
this
never
is-
really.
This is
I ne-
2010.
I mean, listen.
that video was.
Okay, this is kind of weird. I got to porn kind of early in life, so all of that never really did anything for me. Like all of the armor and like I always thought that was what.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
That's
good
what I'm
thing
saying.
that the armor never really did anything.
But I'm
for
saying
you.
like I always knew that was a tactic to get like the weird kids that I
okay,
played
so
with.
you
to-
like yeah,
just to
you're,
get young kids.
I
your point
recognize
is
the
you're like,
strategy.
I know
Yeah.
what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
because they know
you're-
what their audience is. Their audience is young dudes who don't young children who
13-year-olds.
Yeah,
who
you
just
know,
found out how to
that-
jerk off.
exactly. And so they're like, ooh, scantily clad women.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. Lara Croft had
Laura Croft.
had-
Yeah,
It's Lara.
it's Lara.
Yeah, it's not Laura.
Really?
Yes, it's
L-A-R-A.
L-A-R-A.
He didn't say Laura. He said Laura.
Lara.
Lara.
Lara or Lara?
I thought it was Lara.
No matter what. there's
Yeah,
no-
whatever. Okay,
There's no
anyway,
you in it. No matter.
There
what.
was a
Angelina
mod.
Jolie.
There was a mod
Miss
for
Jolie.
that game. Like as soon as it came out, that
The
she
naked
was
mod,
naked.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know, and that's pixelated boobies. You know,
triangles.
triangles,
polygons.
Polygons.
Yeah.
It's polygons.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
It's-
it's really gonna be interesting to see. If
Listen,
there's like
it's
a whole,
fucked up. I hope the Activision executives get reamed for this, and
There's going to be a lot of firings.
I hope people lose their jobs.
There's gonna be a lot of firings.
I hope a lot of other people get nice compensation packages. I hope they also find peace too with all this, because sometimes that happens. Sometimes they'll get off. you
Yeah.
know?
I
A lot of
think-
times they do.
I think really
A lot of times they do.
Why are you looking at me?
I think like kind of as long as it starts a whole like almost like the Me Too movement for this entire industry.
Yeah.
that would be the best case scenario about it, and then maybe like practices will
I
start to
mean,
be taking place.
we're like an arm's length from it.
Yeah.
And have only been in it for like a year. And we actually work with no other women besides for my girlfriend. And we're doing pretty well. How hard could it be?
Wait, we're working on getting a female engineer.
We are.
well, that's the problem here. If you, it's four white guys like
yeah,
We
you
got
know.
opinions on stuff.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we can call Liz in here.
yeah.
She's not gonna come in here though.
Don't objectify her.
She's not camera ready.
Make her token.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna be
Token
like,
woman.
excuse me, there, token woman that I live with.
Plays
could you-
video games.
She does.
She does.
She does.
Gamer girl.
Yeah, gamer girl. She sold her bathwater. No, anyway. All right. Yeah.
How we
Clearly.
afford in the studio.
Okay. Yeah. So I got nothing more to say on this other than that. Fuck Blizzard and Activision. If I didn't like them before, I don't like the fact that I have to have BattleNet on my fucking computer to play Call of Duty. Fuck that. You know what? Like while you're taking out all this trash, get rid of that shit too. Okay. 1.
Number one.
2. Overwatch is fun with 6v6, not 5v5. You're not League of Legends. Knock it off. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
Still listening, Blizzard? Didn't think so.
Also, please stop sexually harassing
Also,
anybody.
yeah, please stop sexually allegedly, please stop sexually harassing people.
Please let the pregnant women take maternity leave.
Yeah,
And
please.
use the bathroom.
for like a year.
And use the
And use the
bathroom.
bare minimum. Use the bathroom.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. That was a pretty somber tone. Moving on. Amazon's.
It's important to talk about.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. And it's just unfortunate because I like to have a good time and laugh and make jokes. And like when you're amongst friends, you can, say some stuff that's over the line. Okay. But like we're in mixed company. So
the internet.
the internet.
Company.
Well,
So
also us having a platform is, you do have a bit of a responsibility to talk about certain things.
you and I have a different definition of the word platform. Anyway,
However, as you're saying somber tone, Nick is looking over at me like this.
Nick, let's get. Can I see what you look like? That's what we're getting over the camera, over the light.
okay. So Amazon's first game. It's here, you guys.
New World.
God damn it. Now you
It
say
always
New
gets
World.
me.
Okay. So New World, MMORPG. I haven't played it, and
None of
for
us
good
have.
reason. None of us have played it. However, we'll get to that.
We'll get to why.
Start off as a survivor of a shipwreck on a vast island. Sounds good so far.
Cat, I'm in.
Red Dead-like environments, including graphics, caves, farmlands, dungeons. It all looks good.
Minecraft. Yeah.
Unpredictable environment. I saw him getting fucked up by some kind of monster. I was like, it's got to be a bitch.
Cool.
Outpost Rush is the multiplayer mode. Get this. It's PvPvE.
I love that.
And
shit.
it's 20v20 multiplayer. So nobody here has played it. I think it looks good based upon some of the things I've seen.
The reviews
And
have been pretty good so
Something
far.
I'd honestly give a shot.
Yeah.
And it is in fact in beta, so you can
The-
download it.
Most of the reviews from the beta have been positive.
Yeah. But it's bricking GPUs.
yeah,
and-
and bricking the good GPUs.
Okay, so at first I thought, we here at Press Any Key, we thought it was just 3090s, but nope. I did a quick Google search and I found out that J2Sense, he tweeted that the following GPUs had also had shutdowns or failures with New World. the RX 590, the 6800, the 6800 XT, the 6900 XT, and the 3080 Ti. All of those have been having failures too. So the developer's PR firm has reached out with a statement saying that the FPS on the menu screen was causing the GPUs to fail. So they've issued a patch to help stop the failures. And EVGA has already confirmed that they're replacing all of the RTX 3090s that were killed by New World free of charge. And those cards are already shipped out. Like
Wow.
as we're talking
Okay.
about it.
Now,
Yeah.
how did they get them?
What do you mean?
They'll pay top
Well,
dollar.
They'll pay top
As
dollar in order to
Batman
get
told
them.
us, there's a shortage.
EVGA?
I was about to say, because there's a
Batman.
shortage.
Oh, well, the other thing you guys gotta remember is that there's a shortage for
Amazon.
retailers. Like
Yeah.
True.
for their business partners though, like they give reference cards to EVGA and then EVGA puts their own cooler on it, their own software to like power the shit and everything.
So, do you think this could extend the shortage?
I was about to say, should we
Like,
get
how
Batman
ma-
on
No,
this
I'm
case?
sorry. I don't think that
How many?
I
Got
don't think that
bricks?
the New World beta
No,
is
but
going
yeah,
to make the
it's-
GPU
Nick,
crisis
can
any
you call
worse.
Batman?
I'll
And
have
can
him-
we
I'll-
can we
I'll call
can we
him
get
up.
Batman back on this?
We got to get some Batman drops.
Batman drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working on that today. Don't you worry. Anyway,
Also, like, I think it's hysterical to be like, our menu screen crashed your fucking.
I mean that's a thing. That's a thing that can happen.
I understand, but it's like the menu screen should be like the least graphically intensive part of
It's
like.
literally start new game,
Right,
So-
like,
load game.
it should be like a pre-rendered video
So-
and then text. Like,
So the what's it called? The menu to some games I've played, if I have the FPS uncapped, it could freeze the menu and crash the game. So I had to cap the FPS at 60. Once I'm in the game, then I can change it and pray to God that you don't have to restart the game to change
To do anything.
your
That's
FPS
ridiculous.
settings. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
why?
But
Why?
wait, hold on, wait. Let's actually talk about the. Have you guys looked at the footage from it? Have you guys seen any foot?
I've seen
Have you?
some. I've seen a little bit.
I'll
yeah.
pull up
I
some
was gonna say,
real
you wanna
quick.
pull up a little bit? Say
It
who
looks
it's provided
good.
by.
And it is It's pretty good.
It looks actually kind of cool. Like for Amazon's first actual real game, it looks pretty cool.
I don't know who developed it. Does it?
No, actually, that's a good point.
I can check it out.
What is this?
Nick on it.
What is this? Status flagship active noise
Oh,
canceling
no.
headphones include touch controls.
Nope. We don't need to listen.
We don't
to
do
that.
ads.
We don't do ads here.
Join the
Not
new
yet.
closed
Not yet.
If you want to sponsor us,
I
let
want
us know.
content creators to get paid for their ads, but also when I'm trying to do a show, maybe I turn ad blocker on for just that.
What?
Just like pulled out a gun.
It is something.
Oh my god.
See, it actually
cool.
this does
It
look
looks
like
cool.
fun, and I could see us having a good time
Yeah.
playing this.
Absolutely.
Well, the cool thing that I really like is the PvE as well as PvP. Like, I think that makes games so much more interesting because then you're not just going to go up against somebody who's potentially a lot better than you or anything like that. Like, there's an added element that makes it a lot
loot.
The element
more-
of
Oh,
the
look at that
environment all around
UI.
you.
Look at that UI. Did you see that?
Nah, go back.
Yeah, wait. I'll pause it.
Take all.
Hold on, here it comes. Look at that. Doesn't that just
Looks
at
like
that.
Subnautica.
way? Yeah. Well, how many other ways can you do
Yeah,
a?
no, I know.
Mike, I wanted to go back to your point what you were saying about the PvPvE.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing is if you're a different style player, I did see one review that was like basically you can be a PvE guy, go off and do your own thing and still help your team out. You know, you're not useless.
No, that's
Yeah.
the thing. I'm not a big PvP kind of player. Like I'm not really into like a lot of like
Yeah,
the
but they're
PvP
raiding
shooters.
a dungeon right now with all their friends.
Right,
And this
like,
is all
that makes
PvE.
it kind of like
Yes.
it makes it like really kind of like World at Warcrafty.
Well, Valheim was PvPvE too.
If you make it
If
that
you
way.
make
yeah.
it that way.
Yeah. But that's
no-
the thing. We play at PvP.
We play a PvE.
But this just looks like a really cool raid that these people are just going on.
I know it looks
awesome.
like fun.
I love. I don't know
I'm
what
afraid
the
of
fighting
what it'll
system
do
is,
to my
but-
fucking hardware, but
Do you have one of the hard drives?
you know,
Yeah, I mean, we don't
You
have to.
have
We don't
any
have
of
to.
the gear?
We don't have to. I mean, maybe we don't know if it'll brick it
I mean,
yet, but
I definitely don't have any of the gear, but I'm not willing to try it out until they're like, "Hey, this is perfect and good to go."
you know what? I'll do it.
Okay,
For science.
okay.
Someone
If I
get me a beta.
Okay, I'll put it like this: if I could brick my GPU and get a better one tomorrow, sure. However, that is not the climate we live in. So, unfortunately,
I'm gonna have to like Photoshop a picture
Yeah.
of my computer with like a
Unfortunately-
badly, like yeah,
it's gonna be a no
It
there
broke.
for me, my guy.
It just says broken on it.
yeah, it's like broken and it's like I
Hey,
crossed out
so-
like 1070 on it. Like,
By the way, I'm talking about this. I'm just thinking about this right now because I felt the breeze. No, it's fine. You can leave it open. I saw 2 baby raccoons out there. Yes, adorable.
That's okay. The
little
babies are
babies.
nice. They'll
Babies
come
can
up. They'll
come
come
and
and
chill.
talk to you.
no, yeah,
babies
well,
can
the big
chill
one,
to
the
you.
big one will too. It's just that I don't want these, large rodents.
You got enough animals already.
Hi.
Come here, up. Come on.
No, dude, fuck that.
Little trash pandas.
No, dude. Oh, it's
Itty
fuck.
bitty trash
Going
pandas.
back, the developers are actually Amazon Game Studios, Double Helix Games, which I don't know if you've heard of before or not.
No.
And then Amazon Game Studios Orange County. So there's 2 Amazon game devs.
What were they before Amazon bought them?
That's what I'm trying to like. As you're saying that, I'm clicking into them and trying to find it out. But
But now this is Amazon's first real game because they've had a bunch of like failed launch ones and cancellations and stuff like that. This is their first ever actual game that they put out, right? Under Amazon Studios.
I have no fucking idea. Let me look.
I think it is.
They have a couple. It looks like, or there's a couple video games that it looks like it's Amazon video games kind of coming up. I don't know if it's like what they've actually developed or not. But yeah, it looks like
Why
there's-
Amazon keeps failing at video games?
You know, it
Amazon
looks
is
no.
really
they've-
only.
they've
They only
got-
released one game, and that was the Grand Tour game.
So that's it. They have Grand Tour. There's Dragon's Lair.
Even
There's-
diehard fans of the series didn't seem to care for it. This is according to Forbes.
There's a couple on here, but they don't even have Wikipedia.
yeah, they'll
links.
let
Like-
you know.
Yeah,
they'll
Oh,
be
yeah,
the
yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
Like they don't have Wikipedia links for these other games that they've come up. Which I think that they're on the Amazon App Store, which means they're like a shitty phone game.
Okay.
Mobile
But
gamers.
this is their probably actual only, aside from the Grand Tour game.
Burke,
which
you
came
are
out-
aware that out of the 3 billion gamers in the world, that 1.5 billion of them are mobile gamers.
Yeah,
Those
and they're
aren't
wrong.
gamers.
Yeah, and
Those
that's what
are
I'm saying.
people.
It's
passing time.
Yeah,
They're not
exactly.
gamers.
If you want to call Candy Crush a game, we got a different definition.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing
it's
is,
true.
there are the mobile gamers that don't have access to either
Well, the first
console
time I
games
read that-
or PC games.
like the prisoners that we were talking about earlier.
Exactly. Some people don't have access to that, so they just play mobile games.
I don't think prisoners have access to mobile games either.
Nick,
They
can
do.
you?
So if you've ever heard of the podcast Ear Hustle,
Uh-huh.
check it out. But there was one episode I was listening to. Basically, this guy was in the top 20 clans for World of Warcraft
Yeah.
from a jailbroken phone in jail.
That's hysterical.
Whoa.
Yeah, and
That's
one of his teammates, he
hysterical.
was like, "Here's my login, my password. If if I disappear, it's because I got caught and they took my phone away. So here's all my info, so you can have my character."
That's so funny.
I mean, what else you got to do in jail?
What kind
Okay.
of phone was he playing that
Okay,
off of?
my point still
A
stands
razor.
that they're not allowed to do that. All right.
right. A razor.
Razor.
See what you guys just did.
It wasn't even a razor.
See, what
it
you
was
guys
a jailbroken crazer.
see what you guys just did is I gave you empirical data and then you threw the outlier at me. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't come at me with data.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
got outliers.
The anecdotes,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
the ones that set the precedent.
That
You're right.
vaccine is a hoax.
Yeah. The what's it called? All those probability indexes I did
Yeah,
in
no.
college.
All of that.
Just throw it out the fucking window.
Hey, but I mean, like to your point, all of the mobile gamers, they do count Candy Crush. They do count like all of those, you know, the moms on the trains
Yep.
Yeah.
playing all
Oh
those
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
They're not
Oh,
gamers.
Kids on iPads.
Yeah. What do you think? Well, that's the thing. Do you think they'd call themselves gamers?
No.
I don't either. So
I mean,
they're not in the
listen,
game.
if you want to call yourself a gamer,
yeah,
sure.
we're not gatekeeping.
I'm not
calling yourself a
gatekeeping
gamer.
calling
am.
yourself your game. Okay.
But I'm saying I don't think they
Yeah,
would
yeah,
self.
talk to Nick.
don't
If you
think
play
they'd
mobile games,
self-define.
talk to Nick.
I'm even more casual gamer than Dan, and I got pretty high fucking standards.
Oh Christ!
Anyway.
There's opinions around here tonight. There's quite a lot of opinions around here.
Things are
Ever since you
occurring.
opened up that door, the opinions just came flying in.
and the
like
raccoons,
And the
are coming in.
raccoons, just like the raccoons.
Or
And Mrs.
Judy
Enright.
Enright.
guys.
Shut the door. Shut the door. Shut the door.
Don't let her in.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But yeah, when this stops breaking shit, I'll play it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of
If I physically can.
I kinda wanna-
will it brick my Microsoft Surface?
That's
That's what I want to know. Will it destroy my laptop?
Get a load of this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So, we're doing pretty good on time so far for tonight, I think. How you doing?
The new, 40 minutes of
We're
news.
40 minutes of news. We're
Two
in.
topics.
We're in.
We're a news podcast.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Breaking. I have to shit. Anyway, so
That's on God, baby girl.
I could talk about me playing Cyberpunk while you go poop.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna do it right here.
We're gonna have one of
so
those like be right back technical difficulties. It's like pat on a toilet drawn.
Oh, we should make that. We should make a scene for that.
so this segment is called Best That Never Was.
Shouty, you
And
the
so
best.
what this segment is everybody brought in something of some sort of franchise, whether it be TV, movie, video game, comic book, exotic, not exotic,
Joe
erotic,
Exotica.
reading, exotica, erotica, whatever you want, that never got off the ground that you wanted to see happen and it didn't.
Erotic. I'm thinking like it's like yeah, I saw this one porn video. It's like they only made one of them, and I can't find another
I want to
They-
know what the sequel is.
They never make just one of porn.
of this story, Nick.
I need to follow this storyline.
If I have to watch Whorehouse 1 through 5 to get Whorehouse 6,
Exactly.
okay. So I'm not. Who would like to get started? I could get started, but anyone else?
Do it.
I'm just saying I did some.
Go for it.
Okay. So best that never was. I'll go first. When for best that never was, a lot of things came to my mind immediately.
Of course.
Okay, thought of some games. Just runners up: Silent Hills, Star Wars 1313, Banjo 3, Half-Life 3. Movies. I think of like Orson Welles' Heart of Darkness, George Miller's Justice League, Tim Burton's Superman, Ridley Scott's Gladiator 2.
Why are you taking everybody's ideas?
You're shocking at all these.
You're just running through them.
Like
I
you said,
came with one franchise here, Pat.
I'm sorry, I really got carried away. Or like the Crusades starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. I always thought those projects I read about were.
Oh, I thought you meant
cool.
the wars. I thought you were
Oh,
looking
yeah,
for
yeah.
the Crusades
But
10.
There
for
should have been
me,
more Crusades.
for me, what I've settled on was a game that I don't think that's talked about enough of how big of a shitstorm it really is. I feel like everyone just kind of glosses over it. Is Avengers 2020.
You do talk about this game.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone. I don't.
No,
think
you.
people-
I'm saying
No.
you
yeah,
talk
I
about
don't think
this game.
enough people talk about this game.
It was just sort of brushed under the rug when it flopped.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Deservedly.
just to start, Marvel signed a multi-game deal with Square Enix to develop and publish several Marvel licensed games. Which, as you guys know, we see that with Guardians of the Galaxy coming
Right.
in October.
Which looks good.
It does.
But just-
it
yeah,
does.
it's decent.
So, for the Avengers, when the trailer came out in 2017, nobody was impressed. Nobody knew what it was. It was literally just a calling card, and it was called the Avengers Project. So even then, it didn't have a name. When the E3 presentation happened, the fans, us, had a lukewarm response to the game's marketing overall. Didn't really fill the fans with hope, and the fans weren't even sure what the game was trying to be, which is true because I mean, like, listen, I maintain the belief that I always knew that what they were showing at E3 was it. Like, that's all of that, what they were showing, that's it. There was nothing more beyond that.
Right.
Because they would be showing more stuff. You know what I
If
mean?
they had more.
Yeah.
Right.
So, pretty much what they were saying is that, like, before released, it was eventually confirmed that it was a live service game, and I was just like, ugh,
Of course.
roll my eyes. And it was a looter shooter, but there would be multiple characters released each month after the initial release of the game.
Okay.
So it'd be month to month.
That keeps you going.
Well, after a shitty beta, the game launched. Buggy mess. Horrible. Horrible. I was streaming
I
it.
was gonna say I watched you stream
and it
this
crashed.
game.
And it crashed. So they had to spend time fixing it instead of fixing their roadmap. And the first patch they issued addressed 1,000 bugs across every game mode.
1,000?
Mm-hmm.
And how quickly was the first patch? How quickly did that come out?
Probably like a month afterwards.
Okay. But 1,000, Jesus.
So, due to this, right, and to COVID, to be fair, the game has only seen 2 DLC characters, which is Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and what's his name? Clint Barton.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, Hawkeye. That's the one.
Well, they had Ronald Reagan in Zombies, didn't they? In
Okay.
COD Zombies.
Yeah, but what is that? Has
I'm just saying, as a
Just
DLC,
saying.
He's going to be
there's-
in the
it would make
Marvels.
sense.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying
It makes
there's,
sense.
there's already
Okay.
press that they just like repurposed Ronald Reagan.
So-
There's one for the Gipper.
listen, my point was that they put out
Jelly
2 different
beans.
versions of the same character,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Here's your DLC." So
Oh, dude. Ronald Reagan versus the Red Guardian.
you can't stop all this patriotism. So,
That's why he was like, I fought Captain America. It's just Ronald
He just
Reagan.
throws jelly beans at you.
Take that,
so
you commie.
I was in the movies.
Tear down that wall.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Mr. Gorbachev. Reagan smash.
Yeah, we're all
Reagan
just doing a Family
smash.
Guy impersonation of Reagan at this point.
So, Black Panther is coming though soon, and it has an 8-hour DLC story pack. So,
Wait,
some
that's
hope in
coming
the future.
soon?
Yeah,
People are still what didn't this game have a zero
I'll get
You'll
there.
get there.
I'll get
zero
there.
viewership
I'll get
or
there.
playship?
Dan, they're trying to get those numbers
In
up.
August 2020, it was
Wakanda
announced.
forever.
At some point you just gotta give it up.
In August 2020, it was announced that for PlayStation players, Spider-Man would be appearing as an exclusive character. This didn't sit right with fans, and Sony and Marvel's video game deals so Spider-Man is to be used on a per game basis, which means every game that Sony wants to make with Spider-Man, they have to go to Marvel and say,
Get permission for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
so, this led everyone to believe that Sony, Marvel, and Square Enix made an exclusivity deal outside all the other characters. As of March 2021, Spider-Man was officially delayed by the devs, saying he's still on the roadmap but further down the line. Hence why after the initial announcement to get people psyched to buy the game, you didn't hear shit about him for months afterwards.
We have assets for this character in an iterations of video games. Like, you cannot just rip it and then like upscale it if you need to or something. Like, we are good. We have the engines built for him.
Spider-Man 64 is sitting there with 4K Tony Stark.
Dude, just fucking put him in. Put him in.
Just throw it in.
He's 480.
Call it vintage.
Rendered in 4:3.
Yeah, call him like comic book throwback. People will fucking love it.
Spider-Verse that bitch.
There we go.
There you go.
So critical response to the game. Gamers hated it.
Bad.
Eventually abandoning it.
The bad.
Abandoning it a couple months after launch. The grind associated with unlocking gear with repetitive maps, skins, and game mechanics drove gamers away, going so far as to have 0 active players at any given time.
Battlefront didn't even have 0 active.
And
players.
they were making people gamble. Yeah. They were literally making people
Well,
gamble.
that's why you didn't
So
have any
fucked
active.
up.
But like to the point where it's like, how many hours did it take to unlock if you didn't gamble? Do you remember like for Battlefront?
yeah,
it was
someone did the math.
2,100 hours
Yes.
for either or of those characters.
Right. So
And that's without spending any credits on any other.
125% of a work year.
Yeah. So, no one asked for a grindy looter shooter, dungeon crawler, gear-based Avengers game. We wanted a story-driven experience. Now, here's the thing. I agree with all of that, okay? I also maintain the belief that if that is the type of game they were trying to make, they succeeded, because I can't figure out how you do a game like that a different way. And when I think of Avengers or superhero games now, I think of Batman, I think of Spider-Man. And I think about how well those characters' worlds and their feel, like, to control them, and not to sound like,
No,
a game journalist, but like, feel like Batman.
I mean,
No,
You actually feel like the world's greatest detective.
Okay,
you
okay.
feel like you're really Batman. You're thrown into his world,
But
not
from-
all these other
from
Avengers.
a physical
world.
mechanics point, which I think is what like
game mechanics.
Batman is heavy feeling because he's bulky, but he's like like the elements of that work.
Yeah, right. But the difference is that like you can make a game's mechanics work around a character, so you can like experience their moveset and the environment and how they see the world, and like experience a story with like, you can't do that with 5 different characters with
In
5
one
different
game.
backstories in one game. And make it like a live service looter shooter. It's like, here's the control scheme. This button's gonna punch. This is gonna jump. This is gonna block. This. Then they had
special
to
attack.
cram all of that for all of them, and then they had to build environments that complement all of them.
That could collectively
And-
work with all of them in
like,
it. Which is
okay, how about this? You get
difficult.
Captain America. You couldn't break open doors and like, that wasn't a mistake. That was a choice. And then finally, I saw like I was scrolling through Twitter and was like, like we heard you. We have given Captain America the ability to smash open doors. It's like, have you ever seen Captain America do anything? He smashes shit quite often.
Where's Spider-Man?
I also love is like, we've been listening, so we have him smash doors. It was like, no, but that was like one of like 1,000 problems that we have with this game.
That's why they did that first patch.
Right? Yeah.
I want like a Rainbow Six Siege Marvel, characters. I just want to like go in and
There's
mess up terrorists
Okay.
with the Marvel characters.
That's kind of fun. Like,
Right?
I would think like we're
Like,
gonna get it.
You,
Yeah.
you like, it's like Bucky and Captain America and like all those characters teaming
doing
up.
like covert missions and
yeah,
shit.
and like Sokovia and shit.
Sokovia.
So I'll bring it to the other screen, Nick. If you guys want to take a look. So this was the first
You guys seen
Avengers
Space
game
Jam?
that they had planned. So you see how it was like this first person shooter type of shit, and you'd fly.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
want. I would
What
not.
year
like,
is this?
This is like 2011.
But this is
2012.
very clearly like that's just like like Unreal Engine based.
Yeah,
footage.
Yeah,
Like,
this is THQ. This is while they were
THQ,
still
yeah.
around. Well,
Oh
just
my
not doing
God.
remakes.
Right.
Why are the hands like that? Like, why is it like
It looks like
Skyrim?
Skyrim hands.
Like,
Yeah, like,
Skyrim
like you're
hands.
walking around and like
I remember I used to be an Avenger.
But yeah,
I cracked myself up.
to
You guys
like,
get the
that
point.
Infinity Stone to the knee.
But yeah, like you were saying earlier with like Batman and Spider-Man, like you said, like Batman feels heavy. Spider-Man, when you play that game, you really feel like exploring
butter.
the city. Yeah, it's smooth. You're just gliding through the city as you're just like whipping around. But this, it's like you just try and cram so many different mechanics, so many different characters all into one button scheme. And it just doesn't work. If you want to make a superhero game around the Avengers, you just have to take it one Avenger at a time.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you instead of doing an
it
ultimate?
takes way too long to make
I
video
get
games.
That's fine, but it takes way too long to make video games, but it also takes way too long to make that
like
piece of shit.
the God
And
of
then
War
have it
sequel,
flop.
I'm sure will
And then
be,
just have
I'm
it
sure
flop.
was in development longer.
Well, that's
than
the thing,
God
then
of
just-
War.
just
the God of
like-
War sequel, Ragnarok, I'm sure has been
Right.
in development just as long or longer than
than this one.
the old one.
But I
than
think to the
2018.
point is like you have to figure out what kind of game you want to make with that. Like, do you want to make it like because Overwatch does that? You
Yeah.
have different characters, you have different mechanics, you have different features. They can all interact with the environment in a different way.
Yeah, well, the other thing
And that's
too
just
to
a-
remember
you know,
here
a PvP.
is that Square Enix has launched like that one Final Fantasy RPG that sucked ass, and they shut that game down for 4 months and redid it and then re-released it, and it was awesome. They can't do that with a Marvel property because Marvel will be like, what the fuck? You can't just shut down our game. So
Oh, so we're getting red tapey here.
yeah,
Yeah.
so just to
Yeah,
wrap
yeah.
things up, Square Enix has yet to break even on this game.
You don't say.
Just throwing more money into it in the hopes of bring players back. What's going on?
Getting feet outside.
Yeah, we just got
The production budget is somewhere around
The
200,
raccoons?
somewhere around 200 million for this game, and has
God.
and it has made nowhere close to that.
Do you know what it's made?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look.
Oh,
that up.
okay, yeah. But
I
yeah,
don't think that number's.
ever gonna.
They're not releasing that.
Yeah,
That's
too
behind. That's behind the
I
vault.
don't think that's out there.
Isn't that like you have like the lead dev?
If I'm
being,
honest,
like,
I
just-
don't know.
He's going to Walmart and like buying them copies out of pocket.
Yeah,
Just
I have
keep
a whole
buying.
garage full of these now.
I don't know what to do with them all.
My gosh.
That's an MLM scheme.
Curaleaf just emailed me.
Uh-oh. Sponsorship?
It's that time.
All right.
All right,
Okay, so who's next?
I can go.
yeah, go for it.
So you had mentioned it in your
Oh, I did.
laundry list of
Oh, I
things.
bet I know which one it is.
I said I think Banjo-Kazooie is
Banjo 3.
I just like as a franchise,
You didn't like Nuts and Bolts?
I played a little bit of it. To be fair, I did not play the whole thing. But I think just for like that was a huge like I feel that was like, you know, if you talk about N64 games, you talk about, you know, like those kind of
Influential.
games. You talk about Banjo-Kazooie, you talk about like Ocarina of Time.
Generation defining.
You talk about Donkey Kong 64, like all of those games, Mario 64.
Classics.
All of them are all in the same bucket to me.
Yes,
And you got Banjo.
I would agree.
You got Banjo Tooie. And then we got one after Microsoft bought Rare. And then in like 2008 it came out or whatever, something around there.
No, 2008 was the remake.
It was the remake of it, right.
Yeah.
But
Um,
they like we're getting, but we got a bunch of Crash games. We got a bunch of Spyro remakes. Like we got Crash universe has expanded. Like those games in those kind of like Ratchet and Clank just came out with
Right.
another one. Like I feel we just got robbed. Like they put them in Smash, so it's obviously like people know about it, people love it. It's like Banjo and Kazooie are revered characters.
they just need
he's
to take
still
the
in their
same.
mind.
They just need to take the same character models and then that they used in Switch, and just make
Dude,
another one.
right? Like do what they did with like Samus or Metroid
Make
Dread coming
make
out.
Mario Odyssey, but Banjo.
Dude, no, I want before Banjo, I need a Donkey Kong Mario Odyssey.
Yeah,
Like that.
I need that too.
needs to happen.
Yeah.
And that's on God, baby girl.
But dude, it's disappointing.
Okay.
Like
Looking at you, Nintendo.
Nintendo. But I just think it's because like Microsoft bought Rare, and then just shelved that entire IP basically until like they did
Sea
a
of
little
Thieves.
bit. The Banjo Kazooie one, but it's upsetting,
Banjo-Kazooie
man.
in Sea of Thieves.
go, like it's just playing the fucking. I don't know, man, like, I would love to see like some kind of reboot, and especially like now that like they're doing all of the relaunches for all of the Nintendo properties with like the 35-year, the 25-year, like all of those anniversaries are coming up. I'm sure there's a Banjo-Kazooie anniversary coming up, and I think they need to definitely
Getting
like
some
figure
crickets.
something out and re-release it. Is it that boring? Am I boring you?
What? What's going on?
I'm just getting crickets in here in the audio, so.
Oh, like literal crickets?
Yeah, I was here to do
Oh,
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
to the cricket.
To the crickets.
all right.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. So for me, I was originally gonna do. I wanted to see a sequel to NBA Street Volume 2. I wanted to see NBA Street Volume 3.
That's so Danny.
Well, I had never played it, and so I was just like, NBA
What are you
Street was
doing
such
here,
a
Nug?
fun game. I will hurt you. NBA Street was such a fun game. It was an arcade sort of like basketball game, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I then did a little research. Apparently, they did come out with NBA Street Volume 2. Or sorry, Volume 3. And then I was
must
like,
have really been
I just
yearning
didn't
for
see
it.
it. So the thing is they released it, I think, on PS3 before I had a PS3.
Okay.
And so I then just completely forgot about it. They then had like a couple other smaller games. None of them were really reviewed very well.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, so we're just going to scratch that one, forget I even said anything. However, what
They
I
made the
do
game I
want,
wanted.
however, what I did really want, that they technically did come out with the sequel to this, but I was looking for Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes.
An amazing game.
That's a
Amazing
good
freaking game.
answer.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because I think there's also a conversation to be had around the fact that I think Knights of the Old Republic 3 doesn't exist because the Old Republic is still online, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
right?
so that's the point I'm getting to.
Oh, okay, keep going.
So, yeah. So, basically, Knights of the Old Republic, amazing game, critically acclaimed game. Knights of the Old Republic 2, also very good. The thing is, though, with that one, they got a little too like heady and a little too dark with it. They started to develop this idea of like the gray Jedi, the type of Jedi that it's neither
you're in between.
Yeah, you're neither light side, you're neither dark side. There's this in between, and the whole game walks
just
to
like
this
her
gray
name
area.
from what's that movie? You really like
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. The last Jedi. You like that one, right? Yeah, he's a
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
he likes
There
that
you go.
one.
Took me a sec.
Anyway, so basically, Knights of the Old Republic 2 did not. It's kind of looked at like as the redheaded stepchild of Knights of the Old Republic. It's
Really?
not. Yeah, like it's.
I've told
good.
it's the clear better of the two.
No.
It's
no,
also made
no.
by the same
So-
people who made New Vegas.
So here's the thing. It was Obsidian, right?
Obsidian.
Yeah. And so here's the thing is that
Here's the
this
thing.
is where there's a lot of contention. A lot of people think KOTOR 1 is better. A lot of people think KOTOR 2 is better. Either or, they're both really fun games. And the next iteration, of course, would have been KOTOR 3, which now is not going to happen, most likely because, like you were saying, of the Old Republic, which is obviously it's an MMO. And so Knights of the Old Republic essentially follows the story of Darth Revan. This
Right.
character of Revan, who kind of is like a gray Jedi, so to say. And so now they did that in KOTOR 1, then KOTOR 2. You are now one of his former disciples who is now looking for him. Where did he go like 5 years later? And then Knights of the Old Republic, the MMO, just took all of that and took a big meaty dump on Revan's whole legacy and just shat all over him. So now we'll never get a Knights of the Old Republic 3, which I feel it was those two are like the greatest Star Wars games of all time, in my opinion, of all time. And so now they just completely ruined it. And the issue with MMOs is you play an RPG and you just want to get immersed into that world. You just want to be thrown into it. You want to feel a part of it. And it's really hard to then do that in an MMO when you're trying to get into a storyline and you see some guy then running around dressed like a banana doing Fortnite memes the whole time and just emoting at you with doing push-ups. So it's really frustrating that they
I'm
just
a
took it
banana.
and ruined it. And so for that,
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
that's probably in it. And so for that, it's literally KOTOR 3 is never going to happen. And now they announced that they're remaking KOTOR 1, which is basically like, hey, you wanted 3. Well, here's 1 again.
I'm so glad because I was gonna play one, but now I can just wait for the remake.
And it's going to be an amazing game.
I've never
It's a
played either of them.
great games.
Yeah, neither have I.
Absolutely great games.
But I think with your point, yeah, it's like it's very hard for me to get into the storyline of like MMORPGs because like I have a problem with it because it like it's I am a distracted person. Like I will sub quest and like grind and be like, oh, I need to do this one thing eventually. Then let me like spend 40 hours cutting a tree down so I can fucking get that level up. Like,
Yup.
you know,
Yep.
like that kind of-
Grinding.
right. I will do that kind of stuff, and maybe it's definitely partly on me in that way. But if you give me more of a linear, Leroy,
Oh my God. I got really scared for a second.
he just ran in there.
God damn it,
Bitch, you
Leroy.
didn't think I could have dropped
stick to the
two.
plan.
Why don't you let me do my job?
But like you're saying, it's very
the
hard
thing. Like,
to get into
if
it.
you're gonna give like 1 and 2 are very story driven and emotionally story driven
Yep.
things, like I don't get that same kind of gameplay style out of a MMORPG.
Absolutely not. And especially again, when you have just so many other people running around, it's
Pets
not
up to
as
something.
immersive. And so like the same thing happened. Like I love Skyrim and like I played Oblivion too. Really, I love the Elder Scrolls games. Then Elder Scrolls Online
I always
comes
love how
out,
everyone
and
who
it's the
says they
same
play
thing.
Skyrim, they have to establish their
I
cred and say they
must-
played Oblivion
I've also played
or
Oblivion.
Morrowind as
I've
well.
also played Oblivion. Okay, so I am someone you can listen to. But it's the
You
same
might
thing.
call me an expert on the topic.
You might call me
Bro,
an expert
I know people
on
who's
those
now.
two
I've been hearing
games.
recently more and more that Skyrim actually isn't the masterpiece they say it is. That Oblivion is the true masterpiece, and Morrowind is not a masterpiece, but it's definitely better than Skyrim. I was like, what crack did you guys switch
Yeah.
to?
It's really they're the diehard Oblivion players are just like this is it. We love Oblivion, Skyrim, because really what happened is when they went to Skyrim, they watered it down a little bit to make it a little more accessible. Whereas like
As in like difficulty or
not so much. It's more or less like there's now like the classes and everything, and then also your abilities. Like
okay.
you have agility, you have like certain magic abilities, conjuration, this. Whereas Skyrim then just took it and it was like when you level up, you either have health, magic, or stamina. What do you want to put a perk point towards? And then you have a tree
You have a
where you
skill
can just
tree.
do a skill tree that you can just jump around wherever you want. Oblivion, it was like you had to choose in the very beginning what it was you wanted to do, and you pretty much just stick with that throughout the entire game. And so a lot of like hardcore RPG people are just like, no, you have to choose it in the beginning, and that's
so it's like a Dark Souls kind of build where you're like kind of deciding what you want to do in the beginning. and then-
exactly.
You got keys for all those gates you're keeping over there, Danny.
Pretty much. Hey,
I look like
I'm
a
just
janitor
saying,
over here with the
I'm in the fucking world, okay? I'm in it.
All right.
Nicky
But
boy.
anyway, Knights of the Old Republic 3, it will never happen. It could have been an amazing game following Revan's storyline, but it's not going to happen.
What about you, Joe Choppy, NJ 101.5?
So, a lot of the movies that came up that I was mainly looking at movies. I hadn't seen them, and I was like finding it very difficult to find a franchise that was a flop that I had actually had any interest in. So I came up with one while I was sitting here that would have been it's a good runner up. So. I really wanted that Tim Burton Superman movie with Nick Cage. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
So that's my runner-up. So I thought Wild Wild West
Interesting.
could have been magic. Because think about all the huge blockbusters that Will Smith was pumping out in the early days.
Yeah.
He gave up The Matrix to be
gave
in
up
Wild
The
Wild
Matrix,
West.
yeah.
So that they had planned sequels, and if you think about the cast, it's Will Smith,
they
Kevin
really?
Kline, and Kenneth Branagh was the main villain. And he's like embarrassed about that movie, but if it had just been a little bit more of a success, we could have got 2, 3, 4 of those, and I would have been all about it.
Kenneth Branagh's acting in that movie is unlike anything I've seen before in my life.
say, boy, why don't you come on over here?
Come on over and see me sometime.
But I mean, it's like a fun little
Thank
action
you for
adventure.
letting us borrow your train. Okay, like it's so, or like the one part where he's spinning around and all the racists are clapping, and he's just like, ah, like it's just all of that,
So bad.
Like I'm just saying, like it's really something else. Everybody gives Will Smith shit for that movie.
It's not a. It's
no, it is.
That's why I just.
No, it is.
It's an enjoyable movie, and what I remember when you said that, I instantly got. Do you remember the Burger King toys that came out with that?
Yes,
movie?
yes.
The
So
merchandising
the best
from
Burger
that
King
movie.
time.
So
Yep,
the
I'll
one
pull
that
them
I
up.
had that I remember is they had these little like almost like John Lennon glasses, like
Yeah,
real
yeah.
Germany looking glasses that came with like a case and everything, and I was just
I like that one toy that they had. It was the collar that you put around your neck, and then the
There it
buzzsaw
is,
comes
Burke.
and chases you down.
There it is.
yeah. There it is. They're probably in my parents'
eBay?
basement somewhere.
Look at
They're for $30.
I'm buying them.
That's
Are
not
they
a
like-
giveaway. Wait, can you get a bunch? We'll all get them.
We'll all wear them next
We're all-
show.
Everybody
But yeah,
has
dude,
Wild
like
Wild West.
yeah, there was some
Look at those toys.
the dude on the bike, 99.
Look at his legs. Well, look at Will Smith's.
Dude, I
saddle
remember these
stance.
fucking
Wow,
toys
Wow
used to
West.
look so much better than what I'm looking at right now. Oh, the spider.
Yeah, at the end. But Nick, you bring up a great. This was supposed to be this was supposed to be the next big franchise, and it just flopped.
did not happen.
Like,
Look at this.
Think about it. Imagine Will Smith's career just there was a branching timeline where Will Smith's career is all about Wild Wild West. We don't get Hancock. We don't get like Gemini Man.
He's
and
all
iRobot.
in on Wild Wild West.
It could have been as big as Men in Black. Like it
Yeah.
had the same
Yeah.
could have been.
It was supposed
potential.
to. And like the thing is, like then you would have Will Smith doing nothing but Wild Wild West movies, and then other Western movies, and then now at this point, that's brutal.
That is so much worse than I thought this was gonna be.
And now at this point in his career, we could have gotten like Will Smith,
Salma
like
Hayek.
we've never seen him before, as like this
Laugh
grizzled,
free my ass. Learn to laugh and love life. Look around. Wild Wild West is a bizarre misfire in which greater care was lavished upon special effects than the one script. I would agree.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's worth 17%. Jesus Christ, it's not a student
Can you
film.
imagine though? Like,
Got him! Fucking got him!
no
Got
drops
him.
for that. No
Got
drops for that.
Fucking got him.
imagine Hollywood just went like hardcore into like the cowboy western scene. And
They
that just-
did in the 60s.
No,
but
like,
I mean,
this is the
like
resurgence.
2000,
Okay.
the resurgence
and then
of
oh
hip-hop.
no, then
Of,
that
Wild
like
Wild West.
catapults the Johnny Depp Army Hammer movie. What's that one he did?
Lone Ranger.
Lone
Lone
Ranger.
Ranger.
And it's like they put more
That
care
actually
into it.
worked out.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Westworld
Except-
still happens.
Yeah, except
Yeah, Westworld, no matter what, is still
Hold
going to
on.
happen.
The
That's
Lone
the nexus
Ranger
point in the timeline.
No. The Lone Ranger can be a hit trilogy, but afterwards, Johnny Depp still has to get blacklisted, and Army Hammer still has to be a cannibal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Both
That
of
is
them- both of them have
consistent.
to
In
happen.
the movie, Army Hammer becomes a cannibal.
Yes. Allegedly.
And then he says it's method acting.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
it, like,
everybody's
okay.
into
So
it.
like, our,
I will
our
say, yo,
parallel
he ran
universes aren't far off.
No. I will say
It's
though,
just better.
on that Army Hammer thing, he said he ran up and he bit that deer's heart like while it was like freshly carved out. It's just like it's pretty badass.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't do it.
If Joe Rogan did it, everybody would be fine.
I'm
with
sure
it.
he
it
fucking
was-
has.
it
I've
was-
seen him.
like,
Joe Rogan would have some like excuse of like, no, this is conservation at its finest. This is what our ancestors did.
Here's the thing: the heart is a weird choice.
DMT.
That was usually like they would pull out and eat the hearts of like warring tribes because it was like getting their courage and strength. The liver, though, for hunting was a big thing. Fun facts, everybody here. They would eat the liver after the fresh kill because it had a lot of like nutrients and shit. If you did that, that would be a little bit more, maybe
yeah,
The
but
heart
it's
has
2021.
right. Yeah,
So-
I'm not out in the field like hunting for out here in
I'm
the
not
field.
out there eating deer hearts.
For my
Also-
meal.
While also texting women that you want to eat them.
And
While
say
on-
that you
what
want
was
to
he on,
punch them in the
DMT?
ribs. That
And
was
he was
so
on
weird. He's like, I want to
DMT.
punch you in the ribs
Well,
and then
everybody
bite
back
your
then
neck.
was on DMT.
All right.
Everybody back.
Anybody
then
got
was on
anything
DMT.
else for best that never was?
Let me see. I might have had something else written down.
I think Half-Life 3, but
Oh.
also I feel like everyone's over it. at this
Yeah,
point.
that one.
I
It's,
did
yeah.
make a note of the Dark Universe. That could have been cool.
Yeah, but I feel like what we're getting now is a whole lot better because the Invisible Man was nobody here's seen it, right?
No.
The Invisible Man.
Woo! Have you
Yeah, I
seen
saw it.
Fucking
Yeah, it was great.
amazing.
awesome.
Amazing movie.
That was a great horror movie.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I was just like, I wasn't ready for this much.
They
blood.
made that for $7 million, and they made 3 times that on opening weekend.
It was a great movie.
That guy, like, he has to be the most profitable producer in Hollywood.
Who did that?
Blumhouse. Lee Winnell
yeah.
directed it. He's doing The Wolfman now.
Yeah.
With who?
I don't know. Oh, I know who the director is. The writer and director is Lee Winnell, but I don't know who's starring in it or anything. Oh, wait. I
Javier-
think it's Ryan Gosling, actually.
What?
Yeah, hold on. Let me look it up.
I would like it. I would see
Oh.
Jake Gyllenhaal in there.
Well, that's a
as-
good choice, but
yeah.
I want to see. Who did you say it was? I already forgot his name.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. I want to see a blonde Wolfman.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, that'd be hysterical.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling's Wolfman gears up as Universal director decision nears.
Gotcha.
Oh, maybe Lee Winnell is just producing it and writing it. He's not directing it, which will kind of be a shame because I really want to see him direct another horror movie.
Actually, blonde Wolfman would be hysterical.
Have you guys? Have you?
I'm intimidating. I promise. It's just luscious golden locks.
As he's just shimmering in the moonlight.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Upgrade?
I don't think so.
Okay, it has
heard about
discount Tom Hardy in it, and it's literally a better version of the movie Venom, like all around. Even the lead actor
Is
looks
it
like
new?
Is it supposed to be like?
it came out in 2018, I think. It's Lee Winnell's second directorial effort, and it's fucking awesome. And I know that I have on the schedule that Venom, Let There Be Carnage. That's on the schedule. Yeah, I know. I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
I'm ready to watch that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It'll be a fun show though.
Can we get a vomit sound on the board?
What the?
Okay. Either way though, we should watch before we do that. You know how we did Justice League? We should watch Upgrade, which is an actual good movie.
Is it like Venom? Like in the same?
Exactly.
It's like a
Venom.
symbiote. Like it's.
Yeah, it rides that same line. I don't want to give anything away, but
Okay.
it's only 90 minutes and it's got incredible action in it.
Shorter than Space Jam.
Yes, 100% shorter
God.
than Space Jam. All right, we got nothing else. Okay, cool. So then this is our final segment of the night, boys. Franchise crossovers that you want to see. I called it franchise fun in the title. I think.
Crossover.
Got some double F's in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Double F's.
Yeah.
So
Can you explain? Like, give me a
yeah,
little.
so I'll give you the rules. I think everybody knows them, but for the audience,
Well, we already
For the
chose
audience.
what we needed.
Yeah.
This is a client-facing meeting. Pat.
Yes. So, basically the rule here is that you can pick any two franchises that you like and cross them over. The more logical it is, the better it is.
The more better.
The more funnest it becomes.
The more funnest it is. So who wants to go first?
While whoever goes first, Pat, we got a request from the audience Joe Enright wants us to look up the Inspector Gadget McDonald's toys.
Okay.
I
Those
remember
were
them.
great. You
Yep.
had to collect them all.
Yeah,
That's right. You had to collect them all.
I mean, they
Why
wanted
did
you
you
to
have
collect.
to?
They wanted you to collect all of them. Every toy that ever had, every toy line.
And
I'm
they
sure
all
they
said
wanted you to
collect
get
them
all.
all.
No. But this one
They worked
specifically,
together.
they did a good job because
Wait,
you needed all of them to
Inspector
make
Gadget,
Inspector Gadget.
McDonald's toy, right?
It was
Yeah,
like
I got it.
It was like the Megazord of
Yeah.
McDonald's toys.
Oh.
You got like his arm. You got his head.
Yup.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
There it
Yeah,
is.
dismembered.
Yeah,
That was
you
a
get
great one.
dismembered body.
Yeah, you
parts.
just get like his
Yeah,
legs.
That's a bulky man right there.
yeah.
Hey, he had to.
Hey,
snap
he's
together.
a machine.
Is that
Okay,
supposed to look like Matthew Broderick?
I think it's
What?
supposed
It
to.
is because it was Matthew Broderick
Oh,
in the
God.
movie.
Well,
That was
no,
the
I
time.
mean like it's supposed to here, but
yes, yeah.
more like generic Ken
This is
doll.
more like terrifying than I remember.
Go
oh
go.
my god, they even put
Can
the
you-
bags under
Can
his
you guys
eyes.
imagine? Can you guys imagine that Matthew Broderick didn't come back for the sequel because even Inspector Gadget 2 was beneath him? Like,
Did they come out with Inspector
Was
Gadget?
there an Inspector
yes,
Gadget 2?
Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
I'm gonna. Was
Wait,
it
who-
was it
who
like
was in
the
that?
Home Alone sequels that didn't have Macaulay Culkin, where it's just
No,
like
no,
it wasn't like
generic
that?
kid.
no. It was like it went to theaters and everything, but Matthew
Really?
Broderick, he was just like, no thanks.
Who, wait,
I'm
so
above this.
Was it
Yeah.
who was Inspector Gadget?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking
Lee
it up.
Winnell.
Let's see. French Stewart.
Oh my! Wait, no. French Stewart was in the Home Alone sequels.
All right, there
This
you
is
go.
the
So
same
this
exact thing.
is this man's entire career.
I
When
got
movies fail, he takes over.
Yep, he's there to pick up the pieces.
With his sad eyes. Like,
Yes, I'm here to do my bubble machine.
Okay, wait. How is this franchise crossovers? Oh, actually,
All right, so
wait,
Home
hold on.
Alone and Inspector Gadget. There we go.
Okay, actually, before we get started, one thing to note. I did read something spicy that I did want to talk about on the show real quick.
Let's do it.
Rumor is that Sony isn't putting out the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer until they see vaccination rates increase.
interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because they're saying that the fall, with the way the vaccination rates are now, we're going for a fucking bad time.
Oh, well, yeah, but also like there's been precedent now set with like several like large releases on different platforms.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to them like cut a deal and then do like a release like that, like Black Widow or anything that came out.
Yeah, but
like
it's not
Duel.
Disney.
No, I know. We could do like an HBO Max or HBO.
No,
Go.
they would go to Netflix probably.
Yeah.
But even
Oh,
then, I
that-
don't think
yeah.
it's going to happen. I don't think so. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But
that makes me angry.
I know it
does
does.
make me
It does
angry.
make me angry too. But hey, what are you going to do? People want to die from a disease, and we should let them do that.
Pat needs to have more horrible movie theater experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen,
I've had my whole
I
life of good
I have
more
been
confrontations.
bitching about thinning out the herd for years. Okay, this is the opportunity.
And look, you're taking you have some health things like you.
I took precautions. I wear a mask. I got my vaccination.
No, I'm saying you're playing Russian roulette with it.
Yeah.
You're like fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm in for a penny and for a pound
yeah,
with this.
pretty much now. Yeah,
I've got more shit on the line here.
yeah, exactly. At this point, I've done all I can. Right? Fuck it. So, franchise crossover. Who wants to go first?
Burke, you're up.
I've got a fun one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take. It's so stupid. I'm gonna take the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Uh huh.
But I want
The
and
show.
the show, the animated show.
Thank you.
I'm going to. I want to make a Grand Theft Auto video game with those characters.
You want to make a Grand
I want
Theft
a
Auto?
Grand Theft Auto video game with those characters and that environment. I want like a weird kind of open world, like you're running around bossing, say, and you're doing some stupid shit. Like I don't want it
chaos.
and it's just
It's
chaos.
just chaos.
Like I don't want
You know-
it have to be with like any of the main storyline. Like I'm not making an Avatar: Last Airbender video game. I'm making Grand Theft Auto with them skinned in and them like their powers.
So you
Like,
want to know what's so funny? Mine is also X with Grand Theft Auto crossover.
Wait. Would
I
that have-
also did a Grand Theft Auto
really
crossover.
funny.
Mike, have you seen Legend of Korra?
yeah.
I feel like that would be so well suited.
Right?
Like
Like
that.
Oh yeah,
You-
with the cars and
Yeah.
everything.
That'd be
There's
cool.
metal bending.
I'm so lost.
Like
Yeah.
don't even give me like the main characters. Like I want to be some random ass. I want to pick like earth bending, water bending, fire bending, and I want to be like a gangster. Like in
and
the,
you're just
Well,
you're
there
just
was a lot of
messing
that in
with
Korra.
dudes.
A lot
That's
of
what I'm
Well, yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it logic. This is the I know
That
it
actually- this
logically
makes
makes
sense.
sense. It makes sense.
Okay.
I want to play the fuck out of that game.
Okay. Fair
it,
enough.
like-
What's your Grand Theft Auto crossover since
So
we're on the
mine,
subject?
mine is Star Wars and Grand Theft Auto,
Which they're
And
doing.
so when
Ubisoft
Where?
is doing one.
Oh, great! Then wish come true. So anyway,
He gets his
however,
game.
Best
what-
there actually is
So-
what you've just turned this into.
Exactly. They were not on the best that never was segment anymore. But anyway,
Best
here's
that will be happening.
Here's the thing, though. Here's what I want. I want a storyline where we're following Obi-Wan as he is on Tatooine, and now all of a sudden it's in between the time like Luke is still like a baby. He's like watching over Luke like from a distance or whatever.
Like a creepy old
But
guy
now-
at bingo.
Exactly. But now he's getting bored.
Almost always dressed as Superman.
The old man or you as a kid at bingo?
Yes.
The old man.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But anyway, so now we have Obi-Wan and he's getting bored. So now he starts going into Mos Eisley. He starts sleeping with one
Getting
of the
lap dances.
He's sleeping
He's
with
like,
one of
"You
the
are
Twi'leks
attracted to me."
cantina girls.
Smoking
God.
bang sticks or whatever they're
Yeah,
called.
yeah,
sticks.
death
Death
sticks.
sticks. Yeah. No, so
Cancer.
actually, dude, it's all in my notes that he now starts pushing death sticks because he's bored. He's just looking for something to do.
This is very close to like a Fury Road. Like I feel like it would
Kinda.
like be very close to like
You
that
know what?
kind of feel.
Fuck it, let's throw Mad Max into this world too.
What
But anyway,
the fuck?
so it is Obi-Wan now doing all this, and so now he gets caught up with the Hutts, and he then meets Trevor, who is the guy from GTA, the crazy dude.
He just
who
wakes
is-
up and like throws his beer bottle down.
Exactly. He's like, what is this?
Tatooine.
However,
Blue milk.
he is-
John Rigger here.
he is now living in Tatooine because he was one of the Darth Vader acolytes, and even Darth Vader, like one of his secret apprentices, even Darth Vader was like, that dude is too fucked up for me.
We're gonna
And
maroon him on Tatooine.
We're just gonna. He tried to kill him. He ends up surviving. Goes to Tatooine. Him and Obi-Wan then get into a mess, and then Franklin is somehow involved. I wrote a whole storyline.
I have a screenplay if
Basically,
anybody
yeah.
is like looking.
If anyone's interested, I can post it. But either or. So now this is a whole thing. But basically, I just want, very similar to what you're saying, I looked at it as what kind of game do I want to play? And this is, I want Star Wars where it's chaos, where you can, I keep hitting your mic, where it is, you can go to Cantina
I'm
Strip
angry.
Club.
Don't worry. I just the
Where you-
Botox doesn't let me show it.
Where you can now go to a Cantina strip club and
Yeah.
just throw dollar bills as Obi-Wan. You
Credits.
can, yeah, you can
Some
just
blue
throw
lady with
credits.
public credits.
Tentacle,
Just digital
worth
some
credits.
now.
blue lady with tentacle titties and just
Yeah.
like, yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Where do I
dun,
put
dun,
the
dun.
dollar?
She's like, wee, dun, dun, you know.
But then you can then also just go.
Magnetic. Just like,
Yeah.
But then you can just go and you can just run around with your lightsaber and just fuck shit up. You could be Obi-Wan with a rocket launcher and just destroying shit. And then there's no consequences. You then just wake up in the med bay from the Emperor med bay.
charge
and then you
your
just,
credits.
Yep. And then you just walk on out, get out your lightsaber, and do the same shit all
You
over
wake up
again.
in the bacta tank, like floating in the
Yeah,
liquid.
yes. You're just like floating. It then drains. You fall over, and then,
Have you seen the Star Wars Oculus game?
I haven't, no.
It's not
I've
It's
seen
not
gameplay of it,
official, but it's very similar because it's like you just pick people up, you spin your lightsaber around, you chop their arms and heads off. Like, I feel it's got that vibe.
And so that's what I want, where I know like they're working on like an open world Star Wars game, but it's not going to be an open world Grand Theft Auto Star Wars game. I want people murdered. I want mayhem and I want chaos as Obi-Wan, who's just trying
Take it to the streets!
who's just trying to pass the time as Luke grows up.
He's like, I know my destiny. I know I got to wait like 20 years.
Yeah, so might as well have some fun. So he's just out there causing chaos.
Amazing. Y'all got some Grand Theft Auto crossovers? you
No,
wanna do?
Anyone
no,
else?
I don't.
I
I
gotta
don't
come up with one now.
I don't. I actually have. Okay. Nick, do you want to go? Or you want me to go?
Up to you.
Okay, I'll go. So, we've been talking a lot about Brendan Fraser Mummy around here recently,
Ooh, I like where this is going.
and I watched it. I watched Mummy with Liz 2 weeks ago, and I watched Mummy Returns, both on 4K. And let me tell you something. I went back and I watched in 1080. Special effects in 1080 look a whole lot better than they did, but the colors and the shot that looked great. But the special effects is like, oof, they got to go back and re-render these. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
So on that note, I figured it would be easy to combine the Mummy franchise with Van Helsing from 2004.
Oh, the Hugh Jackman one?
Yeah. So, here's my little story beat, which I think would be a way better plot than was in The Mummy or Van Helsing. And it's that Evelyn, Rachel Weisz, still played by Rachel Weisz, wants to preserve whatever ancient creature that Van Helsing is trying to kill.
It belongs in a museum.
Thus pitting, Brendan Fraser and Hugh Jackman against each other a little more sensibly than, say, some other versus movies that have come within the last 5 years. Batman v Superman. So yeah, all the original cast comes back, but the
Van
funny part.
Helsing's mom and Brendan Fraser's mom have the same name.
Yep.
It's just a coincidence.
Mrs. Fraser.
So same director, same studio, same producer. It's the same team on both movies. Already in the real world.
Right.
I don't think it would be hard to. I think it's one of those things where if you believe, like fan theories, right? Like people believe that 007 is the code, like James Bond 007 is
It's
the
just
identity.
proper.
Yes, and it's been passed down to different people over the years, right? Not so much the character.
Yeah.
Where in this case, you can just imagine that the Mummy and Van Helsing take place in the same world because the same type of shit happens in both movies.
You have cryptids.
With this, it's like I said, you know what I mean? Like that type is sprinkled throughout. And fun fact, actual piece of trivia, 2009's G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra with Channing Tatum was directed by the same guy who did these movies, and he gave Brendan Fraser a cameo. In which, in an official interview, they said that Brendan Fraser's cameo, Gung Ho, I don't know if you guys watched G.I. Joe as a kid on Boomerang. Gung Ho is a descendant of Rick O'Connell from The Mummy. So that canonically tied G.I. Joe and The Mummy.
It's in the
Together.
universe.
Lore.
Yeah.
It's in the same universe.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. So, yeah, that's...
So you're saying Channing Tatum is now involved in yours?
Yes.
There
yes,
we go.
Channing on my
There we
Tatum.
go.
It's here.
He just magic mics.
So yeah, what does he
Middle
do
of
in
it.
this? Where does Channing Tatum fit in this? universe now?
He
Magic Mike.
strips.
Of course.
He looks good
He's
doing
in
it.
the cantina as well.
Yeah, he's also
Yes.
clapping Twi'lek cheeks.
Yep.
Oh, that tickled me.
Tico.
Han Solo, where my money? All right. Anyway, I had some others on this list. They're not as in depth, but I thought they would be cool to mention if you guys want to hear them.
Here.
Han Solo, Indiana Jones. First of all,
It's just like a. It's
there's
like
a comic
to prom.
There's a
thing,
comic
like-
book precedent for this. And the second thing is seeing Ford act with himself while they both hate that the fact that they're doing this
Yeah.
would be a
Yeah.
great way to cap
That'd
off
be the
his
most
career.
miserable movie
Yeah.
of all time.
They want both the characters
So-
dead, and then he gets injured twice.
So the comic book precedent here is that there is a comic book in which Han Solo, the Millennium Falcon, gets trashed or whatever, and they crash land on like a remote planet outside the galaxy, far from where they're
Far,
at, right?
far
Like
away.
far away from the far away, right? They crash on this strange planet. They come out. The natives murder him and Chewie, like kill him in the cockpit, right? So
So Han Solo's dead.
yes,
All right. Harrison Ford's happy.
Han's
yes,
gonna die
yes.
to some just random.
So,
he's got a laser
then,
gun, baby. Like
so then, millions of years goes by, right? We're looking from inside the Millennium Falcon, and you see the door crack open, right? And the light shines in, and you see a silhouette with the whip and the fucking gun, and it's Indiana Jones like finding the Millennium Falcon, and he finds two skeletons, one that is a human and one of which I think he calls it a humanoid dog or whatever, right? So there's
Bigfoot.
precedent. They've done it before.
Okay.
You know?
I gotta read
doesn't
that
mean it
comic because
should
that
be
sounds
a movie.
awesome.
that is just like.
I mean, I agree.
That's just like that's the loosest precedent. It's like they crash land and then millions of years go by.
I just love how, like, right in the beginning, they just kill Han Solo.
Yeah.
They just absolutely kill Han Solo.
Yeah.
Now, was that a Star Wars comic book or was that an Indiana Jones comic
I think it was Lucasfilm. Technically,
Oh,
I mean,
like
it's a
an
Star
actual-
Wars. Yeah, no. This was before they just canceled the expanded universe. That remember nobody mentioned before until they canceled it, and not all of it was good anyway. So why do you miss it?
Like this story right here.
Yeah, exactly.
This actually sounds good.
So I don't know what happens in between those million years, but I know that's the major beats. It might just be a one-off or like a one and done or like a couple pages or something, like
Well, I
an
mean-
interesting idea to play with. But
The crystal skull is with aliens. Like you have extraterrestrial things. So
Yeah.
it's just like I feel like that's the shortest bridge that you need. Right.
right,
there.
right.
Like,
No, I would agree. Okay, so the other one I got, Batman and Iron Man, two rich dudes, no parents, all gadgets. Okay.
That's the tagline. There's the tagline.
Yep. Yeah, I think that
When
would
the
be
parents
great.
are away.
Okay, I once saw this meme.
The billionaires will play.
I once
come out to
I saw
play.
this meme of Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne shaking hands, and Bruce Wayne just like gives him the death grip, right? Like, hey, good to meet you, Tony, like that, right? In the next panel, it's Iron Man shaking Batman's hand, and Iron Man is just crushing Batman's hand. So, like I said, fun idea to play with, you know, all gadgets
We're
type
both
of
war
thing.
criminals.
Yeah,
No powers, no problem.
Imagine Tony Stark making Batman a fucking suit to use
Oh,
for
yeah.
something.
it's an actual bat.
Yeah,
That would
and
actually be
imagine-
way better
and-
for Batman versus Superman stuff if it's Stark technology.
Right. Or imagine Batman teaching Tony Stark subtlety. You know what I mean? These are all
Or-
interesting things.
So then you have Alfred and Jarvis get married.
Ooh, I was gonna say, I definitely, if this
As
happens,
Morgan Freeman.
I want Batman and Stark to be gay in this. I want them to have a love affair.
That would be really interesting.
That'd be a hell of a twist.
I mean, sure.
I want it to be Step Brothers. I
Yeah.
want it to be a Step Brothers quality movie. And they're like, do you want to be the most rich people ever? Like, we're having a joint domestic partnership. Then it's just, now I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So here's one that's pretty out there. The Predator and the Expendables.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that. That's
Okay.
actually my favorite of all of.
Yeah.
The Alien and the Predator.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool, though.
A match made in heaven.
Now, if you watch the original Predator from, I think it's 84.
The best movie
somewhere
ever.
around there, but
Yeah,
great movie.
It's good.
You son of a bitch.
You ugly motherfucker. If you watch the original Predator, that kind of already is the plot of the movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
But just put Sly and
Arnold and
Arnold, my cauliflower ears, that one guy, Tyrese Gibson,
Cauliflower ear.
that one guy that everyone thought
Conor
was going to be a
McGregor.
great actor, but then he turned out to be a wash up. What's his name? Mickey Rourke.
Oh. Was
well,
John
he wa-
Malkovich in The Expendables?
That'd be weird.
I don't know. I don't know if he
I
is.
don't really
Also,
consider
I've
John
never-
Malkovich
I've never
an
seen-
action guy.
Yeah, no, but as in like a weird off,
Right.
like the crazy kind of one. I don't know. I've never seen the Expendables.
The
And then
explosives guy.
Make John Cena the Predator because you can't see him.
Well, you know who was
invisible.
wait,
A lot
you
on
know,
this podcast.
you know
Because
who
you
was
can't see him.
originally.
No one's talking about it.
Wait, Danny, do you know who was originally supposed to play the Predator in the Predator?
Tell me, Nick.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Really?
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know who is also in the Predator?
The Predator?
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah, that's true.
Chris Kyle stole my valor, and I'm here to kill the Predator to get it back.
We could have Bautista in this one.
Oh, do you want to go to the computer or no?
No, it's fine. I was just playing that song. All right. So then the last one I have on the list, once again, comic book precedent here, RoboCop and the Terminator.
Oh, okay.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
New RoboCop though, Joel Kinnaman RoboCop.
Which Terminator? That's a dumb
T2
question.
Terminator.
But yeah,
Schwarzenegger.
I was thinking T2.
Yeah, for sure,
That would
100%.
be mad interesting.
Okay. Now, once again, comic book precedent. I can't remember the exact scenario. However, I remember when I read it, it was kind of like as if the RoboCop himself was like, "Hey, let me write myself into some cooler fan fiction." Something along the lines where he time travels to whenever Apocalypse, and then they go to whatever T2.
This
and
is
then-
too easy right now.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me go to the apocalypse.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Give me something
So,
hard.
That's the end of my list. But I thought that would be cool. I think the Mummy and Van Helsing,
Van Helsing is
pretty
cool.
good.
That's a good
and
one.
I would like to see Batman and Iron Man. I mean, they've done crossover stuff like that. Like they've done let me look at the Wolverine Batman crossover guy. I forget his name.
Is it like a character?
Oh yeah,
between the
look,
two,
I'll
or-
pull him up. Look at this fucking guy.
Yeah, pull him up right there.
Who was this?
I don't like it.
Oh, I
It's
hate
too
that.
Oh,
much.
Darkclaw, I think his name was. Yeah.
So
I hate
do you
that.
know any
Now,
of the back?
So let me explain something here.
got a
I
weird
believe
mustache.
this was part of the '90s like extremism,
looks like a cop.
where the
Yeah.
writers were like, we're just gonna do everything so extreme, so everybody hates it, and they'll beg us to go back to the stuff from the '80s, and it worked.
Oh, like new Coke?
I mean,
or
Like
new
yeah,
Pepsi?
Yeah.
like Ezreal. What do you guys know what Ezreal Batman is?
Nope.
Do I want to?
Okay, here he is.
fuck?
This is
can't wait.
Batman in the fucking '90s. Like that's what he looked like.
no.
Yeah.
Send it back.
Yeah.
Send
That's
it back.
gross.
Yeah, and then eventually they took that Ezreal character and they made him his own thing, and now he looks kind of cool.
Made
Is
him like
that
a nu-
Deadpool?
like- he looks like a Knights
That's
of
Deadpool.
Templar.
Yeah,
with
that's kind of the
Deadpool.
thing. That's
Yeah.
kind of the motif they're going for. He's
Deadpool?
supposed to be Batman's replacement in the in Gotham City. Yeah, look at this. Is the action figures they were selling in the '90s.
I mean, like it's a cool action figure.
That's
don't
a
get me
sweet
wrong.
But
action
you
figure,
think about the
yeah.
'90s though, and they were so extreme because the '80s was all about excess. You know what I mean? Like look at how much I have type of deal.
Well,
And then-
even the '90s was all about that. Like, think about
well,
like
this
the
was
X
that
Games and
turned up
everything.
to
Yeah.
10.
Bill
you know what I
Clinton.
mean?
and everything. was like,
Bill Clinton.
Think about the
Our
fucking-
president getting blowjobs.
Think
in
about the
Oval
Skittles
Office.
commercials from the '90s.
Shout out
Jesus
Monica.
Christ.
That's true.
We know what you do,
But-
girl.
Like that.
Hey, man, that's
what
not
is it?
cool.
What is it? Darkwing was his name or whatever, or Dark. What was it?
Darkclaw.
Darkclaw. Like it's just Wolverine in a Batman suit.
Uh,
Like, 'cause
it's
the-
in like a
combination
drag
of-
Yeah, but-
Batman.
but-
It's
suit.
one of those things where it's like
He's got
they
claws
took-
and his parents are
It's
dead.
one of those things where it's like
yeah, his parents have
he's
been dead for a
rich.
couple hundred years.
It's one of those things
he
where
doesn't
it's
know.
like he's rich, but his parent, but he's also got the healing factor and the claws. He's also got the gadgets, the money, the influence. But his name is Logan, but he was born in Gotham. He's not really from Canada. It's like they piecemeal different heroes together. There
just a
have
weird-
there have been crossovers before in comics. Like I believe there was Superman and Spider-Man, and the whole thing there is like Spider-Man gets a buff in his powers.
Super Spider.
Super Spider-Man.
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Yeah, no.
This is
Opening up the
dumb.
plastic.
Yeah, here it is. This is it right
Why
here.
are they dancing in that next photo?
They love
You
each
mean
other.
this one right here?
No. Go back. That second. They're dancing. You cannot tell me that's fighting.
That looks like
They
From,
are.
from
they
far
are
away, it does
dancing.
look like he is dancing.
Yeah.
However, the problem is that is
They're
somebody
doing
else's
West
foot.
Side- They're doing West Side Story.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
total West Side Story.
yeah. But yeah, no, they did little crossovers like this
That
before.
looks like Ben Stiller. That Batman that you're
Superman?
zoom in on here. Look, that looks like Ben Stiller.
Oh, that's what he's been up to
Yeah, that's where he's been hiding.
in the pages
In
of
the
Superman
pages of
comics.
Superman. Look at that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, Nick, you got anything?
So
Put yourself on camera, Nikki.
well, I got no audio there, and
You never
I
fixed it.
I couldn't figure out how to fix it without fucking up the
Okay.
live feed.
Well, you could have just messaged me in Discord. That would have told you.
It's
It-
fine.
I didn't want to bother you. You were busy.
Yeah.
You guys look like you're having fun.
So this one was more for Pat. I just wanted to see where your brain would go with this.
Okay.
So this is going to be Tenet
Okay.
plus what's that other
Inception.
Inception.
Yeah.
Tenet plus Inception.
It's too much.
It's going to be the
That's-
most
my head
confusing
already
movie
hurts.
of all time.
My head already hurt. We're going back in time in people's dreams.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that hurts.
You know, they would try to fucking make that.
They would. Christopher
would
Nolan
totally-
definitely thought about
I
it.
feel
Yeah.
like Nolan wouldn't do it, but like whoever owns the rights would like when he's dead, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do it finally."
Maybe.
The mashup you
I mean,
always want.
I don't doubt that would happen, but I don't. But I don't think anyone else but Christopher Nolan could put those together
right.
to make
No,
it
it
work.
would be a flop.
Yeah.
But I
The
want it.
migraine you always wanted.
That's the flop that I
Here
want to
it
see.
is.
That's too much. Hey, clip of the week.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wait, do you have
way to
to
throw me under the bus that way.
Oh yeah, it's the clip of the week. Oh, it's the clip of the week. It's the clip of the week.
All right, boys,
That was a
get
loud
ready
one.
for it this week
I
because
saw this. This
I
is wild.
fucking fell out of my chair when I saw this.
Absolutely
All
wild.
right, you ready, boys?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh
It's a beautiful mountainside, though.
Incredible.
Those are
was.
boulders.
Those are
Okay.
boulders.
That sounded expensive.
Oh, it gets more
It
expensive.
gets so much worse.
shit! We're gonna hang in the air for so long.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
This is horrifying. Yeah, now he's like, I gotta get inside.
Get inside.
No, do it for the
And
gram.
then just keep.
Do it for the gram.
Where's the money shot? It's coming.
Yeah, oh, it's coming.
I
all
think it's
that
on its way. It's
destruction.
on its way, Danny.
Oh god, please don't tell me
The
it comes
money
directly
shot.
for the camera.
Destroyed. Absolutely
You're not
destroyed.
leaving now.
Now you can't leave.
Now you can't leave. Well, yeah, that is absolute devastation.
Would you guys want to see that happen in person?
I would.
I totally would.
I totally would.
Like, if I could see a bridge get taken out by a boulder,
Listen,
like,
I don't wish ill upon anyone who doesn't deserve it. However, I kind of feel like if you build, your house underneath something like this,
Yeah, so this is
you're kind of asking for it. That's all I'm saying.
This is in India. And basically right now they are in the middle of monsoon season.
Right.
And this is a common thing that happens in monsoon season.
does it rain rocks? in
so
monsoon season?
so pretty much. So what happens is, because when I saw this, I started reading a little bit about it. Basically, through June through September, they get 75% of their yearly rainfall in
Wow.
those 3 months. And so when you have that much rain, the soil is, it gives, and all of a sudden you just got rocks
There it
coming
is.
pouring down.
There's the culprit.
Play it again. Play it. I want to see
Hold
break
on.
the bridge.
I want to see
Yeah.
that,
This
that
is- this is
first
it.
This
boulder
is the
that
one.
just
This
like
is the
hung in
bridge.
the air for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the one right here. Ready? Boosh.
So satisfying.
You hope no one was hurt, but
Somebody was.
but someone.
Pack,
Someone-
yeah, go back to the beginning. I want to see that first boulder.
Yeah, these things get hang time.
That one, Nick?
Oh, yeah,
look at that. Look at that. Oh my
Like
god.
that didn't look real.
No.
But it is oh so real.
I like how he's like, all right, let me get inside and stand
And then
behind the glass
instantly,
window.
Because she's like, get the fuck in here. Like, are you kidding?
I forgot my flip flops.
They're Gucci.
And here it comes.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Hope you
like-
didn't leave anything over there.
When you see stuff like this now, I feel because we watch so many things that are like, CGI and It
Kind of
does-
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, right? Like it's almost like that didn't happen. No, that's
This is real. This is what these people live through every year.
I
This
mean,
is it.
California's on fire. So
That's true. That's true.
We get hurricane. What the fuck? My house floods. We are literally in a flood zone.
My house
got a little crick in
floods.
the back.
And
Giant
listen-
rocks
and
destroying
listen,
the bridge
Let me be completely clear. If you build your house
in a flood
next
zone.
into a flood zone in a flood zone and it floods, you're kind of asking for it.
It's what happens.
That's just how it goes.
This though, I mean, this looks like it seems like it's an apartment complex, so they didn't really
Yeah, under a
have
mountain.
a choice.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of mountains. Like,
There's a lot. They're right on the
Where
Himalayas.
you gonna build it? Like-
It's India.
I don't know.
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
live
pe-
there,
there's a-
therefore I'll make ignorant generalizations about it.
Yeah, yeah. There's a
As long
lot
as
of
you
people there,
It's the
and
American
very
way.
few places to live.
that big one almost like.
Yeah, that could have been.
That could have been bad.
I wanted to see one
I
of
mean,
those
this is
cars
all
get
pretty
crushed.
horrific.
Did one. I think there's one in the
The
beginning
bridge
where
didn't
it
do it
almost
for
hits
you?
a car.
The bridge doesn't do it for you?
No, I want
Here we
to see. I
go.
want to see a car.
I
go
want to
wrong.
see like a bridge. It's like you see bridges fall down in movies and stuff.
Yeah,
I
but
wanna
this is
see a
real
car
life.
Just get fucking.
This is
thought-
a real
obliterated.
life bridge getting taken
thought-
down by a real life boulder.
Have you seen
What part of this is not
So
crazy to you?
I get the same feeling from that video. I don't know if you've ever seen it. This is one of my favorite videos of all time. There's like some type of like reactor meltdown in I don't know what country it is, but the people are standing on their balcony in a high rise watching this explosion happen in awe.
Oh,
and
I've
it,
seen
and
this,
it keeps
yeah.
blowing up bigger and bigger, and you can hear in their voices at first they're like in awe, and they get more and more scared until they're like, let's go, we gotta go, and like they start running down the stairwell. It's like, no, you had to go 30
When there was an explosion.
this was the massive one that was like a year ago, right?
I think it might have been longer
It was
ago.
longer
Oh,
ago, but
okay.
yeah, I
No,
know.
the Beirut. No, not Beirut.
No, not Beirut.
Not Beirut. Okay,
There's
that was
one
the
in
I was thinking
there's
of.
one in China a couple years ago that was like two sequential explosions that were like absolutely
yeah.
massive.
Jesus.
Didn't
What?
blow up a bridge though.
Didn't blow up a bridge. I mean, it probably fucked up a lot of stuff. Probably a lot.
yeah. But
Yeah,
Can you
this
guys
is-
believe that Beirut one didn't blow up the buildings that it was inside of?
That's
What?
insane?
Yeah.
those are some, you
Yeah.
know,
There
brutalist
is
construction buildings.
there
over
is
there.
like
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, it blew up like like there is water where
Yeah.
this building used to be, but there's some wall still left up and the building next to it is still standing too.
yeah.
Like so it like don't hey man, those buildings are built well.
Just it's
Because
concrete
especially
rebar.
considering there's some people who got like blown to the other side of their
Yeah.
rec room,
Yeah.
and like all the windows blown out, and they're fucking deaf, and like,
windows shattered from like half a mile away.
yeah,
That's gotta suck so bad. Like you
Yeah.
don't know what's
Yeah.
happening, and it's just like
Yeah.
your shit gets.
I mean, you're
rocked.
not getting home after this, but
no.
that's life altering. This is like, guess what happened today? You never believe this shit. It looks like CGI in the movies.
My entire city is now destroyed.
My bridge, Nick.
No, I'm talking about the Beirut.
I
thing.
know,
Oh, the
but
Beirut
my
one,
bridge.
but the bridge.
Mike, stop with your bridge.
It's my problem here.
Enough with the bridge gate. But when I first saw this, I thought it was like Buffalo, like running down the hill. I was like, wow, they're really going
I thought you meant like
fast.
Buffalo, New York.
Oh no,
When I saw this, I thought it looked like Buffalo.
it looked Buffalo, India. But what's it called? But yeah, no, it's. I thought it was like animals like running down, and then I was like, oh, those are rocks. Very different. Very different. Very different.
Thank you for pointing that last part out.
We'll get that fact check, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. Hey, can you look that up?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Thanks.
Okay, I think we wrap it up for tonight.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
done.
it's in the bag, huh? It's another one, boys.
I think we're good, boys.
Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Press Any Key. Once again, I am Pat Naparano. These are my co-hosts, Dan Kilkenny, Mike Burke, and Nick Haber. Health is wealth. We drinking water this year.
Shove it just right back up there.
You know those those videos they're like doing
Yeah.
a balance challenge and stuff. So subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, share it. Do the
Whatever
deal.
you want.
Yeah.
Hoop-de-doop.